got NCAA College Football 27. Rocking out in the Dynasty. Let's get to it.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Comets and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They give it to him again. Knocked off his feet.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The offense changing the play. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own great field position. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They go right back to it. And they get him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap it to the back. Breaks the tackle. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah,
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Here's Arts to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And now the Comets getting set on 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And now the Comets want to crank the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it's no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Knight. He's got it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run play action. But a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
He's got an open man. quickly down the field.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play. They're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 33, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Running inside, it's Simon. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And now the Comets moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again.
Maybe some room here.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the run, it's Simon. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And now the Comets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Ready? Red 54, red 54.
Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the 1st down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. And now the Comets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Here we go. Ready? Wide 53. Wide 53.
He'll try it again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fourth down, Manning. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not even going to get close, knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. Hires on the move. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defense.
And he's got room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense, quick tempo. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And he stretched this early lead to 9-zip.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Manning hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And now the Comets will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a crease, it's Smothers. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. And now the Comets want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Play action, here's Manning. Under fire. And down he goes.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Comets! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Running inside. It's Daniels. Oh, what a move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. The run inside. It smothers. There he goes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. A strike downfield. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And now the Comets come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback, and they have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. They get to him as he throws. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They go to the counter. Nice move to keep running. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And now the Comets want to move quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking left. Complete downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And now the Comets are marching down the field.
And after that long completion for their 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Right on the money. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Simon. Might have a chance. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And now the Comets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Manning on play action. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. To throw, Manning. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Comets. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hold and fire complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that little catch.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Works the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On third down, here's Bothwell. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Handoff for Frazier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to Fluff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of him before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That slices the lead to 2.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
Touchdown, Cummins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University, taking on the number 6 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Red Hawks, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game inside Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, the Rebels head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big first down.
He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the...
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Rebels.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6.
Number 33. Set to advance on the football.
Bringing it back. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Punts it out of the air. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And now the Comets are in the hurry-up. Zings it complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
At the 26-yard
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Simon. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Manning to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And now the Comets have this offense rolling.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
And now the Comets have it with a 1st and 10. Arch Madness. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Dropping back, it's Manning. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Under fire. And it's a sack.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Here's Arts to throw. Bringing the heat. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Comets! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quickly complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw again. Finds his target down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, 3rd and 1, we're bringing in all the beef, right? We're bringing more guys to the line of scrimmage, more guys near the ball, thinking run, run, run. How about this? They try to be coy, slip the pass in there. Defense says, no, no, no. They were ready for it. Get the big sack, get the lost yards play.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 33, set to kick this man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
All right, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's got it again. There's some room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Arch is going to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to...
Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And now the Comets kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Right back to the well. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning with a play fake. Pocket breaking down. Still looking for a man. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Quick spin on the run. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And now the Comets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Comets!
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Number 99, set to kick off.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Breaks into the open. Defense there to stop him after he spun his way to a 5-yard pickup. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of third period. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quick catch on third down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Comets send their offense out onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, Manning. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires on the move. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. On the move, he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Comets send their offense out onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Running inside, it's Wilson. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Ollie, what do you have?
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting after the quarterback, in control of that line of scrimmage. Guys just ran out of the sideline after that last sack and said, they can't hold us. Let's see if they continue to assert their dominance here in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Ollie.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And now the Comets moving quickly to the line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute, and this will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's a give to Bothwell. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
The Comets send their offense out onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. It's complete to the left.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got enough for the first. Bust through behind his pad. He's into the open down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Comets. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Ready to try the point after. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
When offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's got him. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is field.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Rushes on him. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Now give it to Fluff. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. He got it right inside the pylon.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The option, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Wilson. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go right back to him. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. And now the Comets want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. He sacked this defense all over it. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Trying play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, it's
seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the away team sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.